The film opens at a hospital in Tokyo. Yuichi Kimura / the father is by the bedside of his son Wataru, who was pushed off a rooftop while his father was absent. Yuichi's father, the elder, arrives and reminds his son that fathers are supposed to protect their families. In downtown Tokyo, an assassin named Ladybug is returning to work after a leave of absence. This time he is filling in for another assassin, Carver, who is sick. Maria Beetle, his handler, assigns him to board a bullet train heading from Tokyo to Kyoto. His task is to steal a briefcase containing money with a train sticker on the handle. As he makes his way over, Ladybug gets bumped into by Yuichi, causing him to drop a key to a locker and his train ticket. Ladybug breaks into the locker, where he finds sleeping powder and a gun in there. He takes the powder but leaves the gun despite Maria's insistence. Already on board the train are twin brother assassins, Tangerine and Lemon. They were sent by a crime boss known as the White Death to recover his son. Lemon lives much of his philosophy based off Thomas the Tank Engine. The children's show was instrumental in teaching him how to read people. Lemon occasionally classifies people by giving them stickers of the Thomas characters that best align with their demeanors. Tangerine explains to Lemon about how White Death was a Russian wanderer who ended up working as the right-hand man of a Yakuza boss named Minegishi, until he ended up forming his own gang and betraying Minegishi and killing him. While keeping the son company, the brothers argue about how many people they killed altogether on their last fight. Lemon keeps saying it was 16, while Tangerine insists the number is 17. One was an innocent bystander in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yuichi boards the same train after finding a lead on who pushed Wataru. Holding a loaded gun, Yusi carefully approaches the place where the person is sitting. He is tossed by an assassin called the Prince, who poses as an innocent schoolgirl. When he wakes up, she tells him that she pushed Wataru to lure Yuichi to her, for he works for White Death, a bastard she wants to kill most, and as it was him who supplied Lemon and Tangerine with the briefcase. She wants Yuichi's help in rigging the briefcase and giving it to White Death to kill him. To prevent Yuichi shoots her, Prince has also rigged a gun to blow his head up when the trigger is pulled. And to force Yuichi to cooperate, Prince tells him that she has a henchman at the hospital ready to kill Wataru. Ladybug recovers the briefcase but is told by the conductor that he has to get off at the first stop because he didn't have his ticket on him. Eventually Lemon and Tangerine discover the briefcase is missing. The two inspect the compartment, but when they back to their seat, the son has been poisoned to death. Now they face double trouble. They cover his face up and clean the blood before going off to find the culprit. Ladybug is on his way to step out, but is stumbled by another assassin known as the Wolf. A flashback shows Wolf working his way up in a cartel under a boss called El Saguaro and then finding a wife. However, everyone at Wolf's wedding was poisoned, including El Saguaro and Wolf's wife, leaving for he accidentally dropped his drink. He believes Ladybug is responsible for their deaths. The two fight in the bar car. Ladybug covers up Wolf's wounds and calls Maria. She informs him that he was a cocktail waiter at Wolf's wedding, and the tequila served there was spiked with poison from a boomslang snake, which was stolen from a zoo in Tokyo and is actually now on the train. The conductor spots Ladybug and orders him to step out, but at the exit he sees Lemon is standing there. Instantly he recognizes him from a job in Johannesburg where Lemon shot him on the chest. He runs to another exit but bumps on someone in anime character, making it too late. Using the Wolf's phone he talks to Maria again, and while he is still on the phone he sees Tangerine walking towards him. Ladybug tries to hide but Tangerine sees him. Luckily he doesn't recognizes him. But only few seconds later Tangerine searches him back as Prince tells him that she saw a man with glasses carrying a briefcase. Ladybug decides to come face to face with Lemon, pretending to point a gun at him.
The cheeky fucko took our briefcase.
Ladybug ultimately knocks Lemon out and spikes his water bottle with sleeping powder. Using the Lemon's phone, he tells Maria that another assassin, the Hornet, was hired by White Death and is on the train. Presumably it was the Hornet who killed White Death's son. Preventing himself from encountering many assassins, he blocks the car door, but he accidentally releases the lost boomslang snake from its cage. Next, Ladybug finds himself trapped between the conductor checking ticket and Tangerine. He escapes the situation by paying a passenger wearing his clothes. In the meantime, Prince, who heard Ladybug telling Maria on the phone that he has hidden the briefcase, manages to find it and install an explosive inside.
If the gun doesn't kill him, the case will.
Yui-Chi takes a chance to point a gun on her head, but he pulls it back as she reminds him that his son will die as well. Shortly he gets a call from his father asking his whereabouts and why he left his son alone in the hospital, while Tangerine is ordered to get off at the next stop briefly to meet with White Death's goons to assure them that the job is going according to plan. The two agrees to find the culprit who killed the son. Lemon tells him that Ladybug is not their target cause he didn't do it.
Glasses. Yes, not our guy.
He is assured the perpetrator is somebody he named the Diesel, but Tangerine keeps searching Ladybug. As the two away, Prince comes to see the son only to spit on his face. Following the mobile signal, Tangerine eventually detects Ladybug hide in a restroom and fights him, demanding the briefcase back. They pause as the stewardess appears. Ladybug asks her a drink, and as he remembers no money on his pocket, he asks Tangerine to pay.
Oh, yeah. No, you're welcome. You're off.
You gonna get that? No! It could be important. Oh, okay, maybe it's important.
Yeah, what you want?
It's a call from White Death again, telling Tangerine that if they do not show up with the son and the briefcase, he will kill everyone on the train. The two attempt to fool White Death's men by posing as brothers and using a different briefcase, but Ladybug accidentally opens it and blows their cover, forcing them to run back onto the train. At the next stop, Ladybug intends to get off, but Tangerine prevents him, saying he needs him as the fool guy. Ladybug then kicks Tangerine off the train before it starts moving again, but he manages to hop back on board before it pulls away too fast. Lemon comes across Yui-Chi and Prince, where he quickly determines that both of them are not there for noble purposes. Lemon shoots Yui-Chi, but he knows not to trust Prince. Later on he realizes that she is the Diesel, but for he drank the spiked water, he ends up passing out before killing her. Prince shoots Lemon in the chest and stashes him and Yui-Chi in the bathroom. Ladybug runs into Hornet, who was in disguise on the train as an anime character before swapping clothes with the concession girl. It turns out she stole the boomslang snake from the zoo and uses its venom to kill her victims, as the venom congeals the blood and makes the victims bleed from every orifice. Hornet poisoned everyone at Wolf's wedding, as she was also there as a pastry chef. Ladybug fights Hornet, who is there to collect her payment. She tries to stick him with a syringe containing the venom.
They said my money was in the case. The Hornet stinks, bitch!
30 seconds before the venom does its thing.
Hornet tries to administer the anti-venom, but Ladybug takes it from her first and watches her crawl away to die. Tangerine finds bloody face Lemon lying in the bathroom. He cries as he thinks his brother is dead. White Death calls him again, saying he has fooled him, so he will kill them on the empty train since he has bought every last ticket to Kyoto. Tangerine runs into Prince and is almost fooled by her until he sees that Lemon left a sticker of the character Diesel from Thomas on her back, meaning he knew she was a villain.
Diesel.
Before Tangerine can kill Prince, Ladybug finds him again and fights him, ending with Ladybug shooting Tangerine in the neck, leaving him to bleed out before he can warn Ladybug about Prince. Ladybug tries to get Prince off the train at the next stop, but she deliberately keeps them on, fooling him with her innocent act. The Elder then boards the train since he overheard Prince on the phone when he talked to Yuichi before. He knew something was wrong on the train. He sits near Ladybug and Prince until Ladybug gets scared away when the boomslang snake comes and bites him. The Elder confronts Prince, who prepares as her henchman gets ready to kill Wataru. However, the Elder prepared for this and had his own assassin posing as a nurse. She kills Prince's guy before he can touch Wataru. Prince flees, and Ladybug returns.
Already got a dose of antivenom in me.
The Elder talks to him about how Ladybug thinks he is unlucky, and leaves him with the belief that everything happens for a reason. He also tells the story of how he was Menegishi's original confidant before White Death betrayed them, and he has vowed revenge on White Death for the death of his wife. Yuichi and Lemon then wake up, as Lemon was wearing a bulletproof vest. When he sees that Tangerine is dead, he becomes enraged and tries to go after Ladybug, but Yuichi and the Elder have them work together as they prepare to face White Death. The train arrives in Kyoto as White Death prepares to board. Prince confronts him, and it is revealed that they are father and daughter. She wanted to get his attention since he favored his son, and she attempts to get him to kill himself with the rigged gun, but he simply walks away from trying to kill her. The others confront him outside, while White Death's goons try to open the rigged briefcase. White Death then explains that everyone on that train was there, because he orchestrated it. He has wanted revenge for the death of his wife, who was killed in a car accident that was an assassination attempt on him. Lemon and Tangerine killed White Death's men on a job in Bolivia. He also did not care for his son, as his wife's attempt to bail him out again from his crimes led to her death. Hornet was lured there because she poisoned the surgeon that could have saved his wife's life. Finally, he believes Ladybug is Carver, who orchestrated the assassination attempt. He was betting on all the assassins to kill each other. The briefcase then explodes just as Lemon gets the train to start running. The Elder battles White Death on the train while Ladybug and Lemon fight off the henchmen as the train speeds out of control. As they kill the henchmen, Ladybug attempts to hit the emergency brakes. Lemon ends up throwing himself and the last henchman out of the train as they pass over a bridge. Before White Death can kill the Elder, Ladybug hits the brakes, and Elder seizes an opportunity to impale his enemy close to death. The train then derails and crashes into a town. The surviving men exit the train, and White Death attempts to execute Ladybug, but he grabbed the rigged gun and blows half his own head off. Prince then tries to finish off Ladybug and the Kimuras, but she gets run over by a truck. It was Lemon. He survived the fall off the train and hijacked the truck. Maria then arrives in person to rescue Ladybug while he parts with the Kimuras. He has embraced a positive outlook on life and believes he really is lucky. Until a telephone pole comes crashing down onto Maria's car, forcing them to walk.
Fate did not want us to get in that car.